Today I'm previewing a power level post which is scheduled for June the 11th. It is titled Fit Silver Surfer, Silver Surfer 4. So I have made a couple of changes to the power level post, and I have a new format. Let me preview it for you. So this is the cover image. As you can see, it's different than from the previous theme I used, which was a Romero theme, which had the cover image fit in the full width of the page. This one kind of just fits at the top, kind of takes some getting used to. And secondly, I have a theme for each, not just for each power level post, but also for almost every post on database comics. Now let me preview you my home page, because it shows some of the different themes I've incorporated on the for every post. So I have the home page divided into 3 different sections for the posts. I have the featured section, which features about 8 posts, 8 recent posts, and then I have the latest post, which has about 15 posts. But you can also click on load more posts to load about 15 more posts, and then you can do it repeatedly. And then I have the themes. I have a couple of themes. Each theme category has about 5 posts, and you can load more posts to see more posts in the theme category. This is a theme we're using for today, which is superhero battles. So I'm talking about storyline themes. So I have a couple more storyline themes, such as advanced warfare, mad science, supervillains, crisis, and power level. Now let me go back to the power level post. So I have the media and text block, which shows the image on the left, and then the character's code name, and then alias or civilian name, and then a continuity. So then I have a description. The Silver Surfer fortified to the good, the bad, and the uncanny. Silver Surfer performs an energy projection feat. Loki has mischievously brought Silver Surfer to kill Thor. Silver Surfer challenges Thor, though unbeknownst to him, Loki has added to his power. During the battle, Silver Surfer's power cosmic encases Mjolnir in a cosmic field, preventing Thor from reaching the Uru hammer. And then I have a leading question. How much energy projection does it take for Silver Surfer to encase Mjolnir in a cosmic field, preventing Thor from reaching the Uru hammer? So, and then I have the fee in question scans from the comic. And then I have the description for the feed rating. So I changed it a little bit, because now I nest the description in tables, in a table with different rows. So this table has 2 rows, and I have a different display for the table. So I said Silver Surfer used a power of cosmic to encase Mjolnir in the cosmic field to prevent Thor from reaching the Uru hammer. With Loki's power augmenting his power cosmic, Silver Surfer prevented being challenged on Thor's hammer, such that Mjolnir would have reached Thor. Silver Surfer broke the worthiness and to have power, the equivalent of half of the universe's zero-sum energy, with 4.02 times 10 to 62 joules of kinetic energy. And the rating for energy projection feat is universal. and then I usually have a video of how powerful is Silver Surfer. Now I changed a couple of things for the calculations. I now have actual showing. I go through a process for the calculations. I usually have a description of the feat at the top, and then a statement that helps direct the calculation. So here it says we will use a mystical enchantment of Mjolnir in order to calculate the Silver Surfer's energy projection. So that's what we were going to be using, the mystical enchantment of Mjolnir. So this is the format I am going to tend to use from now on for the power level posts. For this particular feat, I usually have also a kind of a benchmark to help me calculate a feat. In this instance, the benchmark is Thor's Mjolnir. So there is an issue called Journey in Mystery 101, where Odin actually removes half of Thor's power, and this actually is the power to cause the storm. No longer shall he have control of the storm and the elements. So that power usually comes from his hammer. So that means Mjolnir actually has half of Thor's power. Now, there is something that Thor usually does with his hammer, and there's a power that he uses with his hammer which is called the God Blast. Now, I'll try to estimate the God Blast, because the interesting thing is Thor can use the God Blast with his hammer, but he can also release it directionally on his own without the hammer. The hammer just helps him focus the power. So I have another issue where we have to estimate now how powerful the God Blast is. In Fantastic Four 50, Mr. Fantastic retrieves the Ultimate Nullifier with the Human Torch's help in order to help stop Galactus from consuming the Earth. Mr. Fantastic threatens Galactus with the Ultimate Nullifier, who states Mr. Fantastic has the means to destroy a galaxy to lay waste to a universe. So this is already one estimation of Galactus' durability. Galactus' durability is either galaxy level or universal level, since he feels the power of the Ultimate Nullifier, which can probably here destroy him. And then another issue that shows the power level of the God Blast is when Thor unleashes the God Blast on Galactus in order to stop the fight. In Thor 161, Thor unleashes the God Blast on Galactus in order to stop the fight between Galactus and Ego, the living planet. And it shows here that actually Galactus, Thor had help, and they mounted his hammer on a machine, and then Thor focused his power and attacked Galactus. Now the interesting thing is that Galactus really felt it was near death, because the energy destroyed Galactus, but it also says that Galactus must not die. So Galactus was near death. So that shows how powerful the God Blast is. The God Blast is at this universal level in power level, in energy projection. So I say, since Thor God Blast put Galactus near death, is at this universal level in energy projection. And then I do some calculations. So I have a title called Number Crunching. And here, since we assume that since Thor is at half power without his hammer, that means he has access to only half of his universal level power. So that means it's either the kinetic energy of the universe or the gravitational energy of the universe. In this instance, I just use the kinetic energy of universe expansion. So I take 1/2, I multiply by I think that's the mass of the universe, and then I multiply by the rate of universal expansion. So This is actually 1/2 mv squared. So 1/2 mass times velocity times speed. So that's mv squared. So that's the squared portion, and you get 4.02 times 10 to the 62 joules. So what does that mean? It simply means that, augmented by Loki, Silver Surfer was able to break the worthiness enchantment of Mjolnir. The worthiness enchantment grants Thor half of this power, which is universal level in energy projection. Even a half power Thor is universal level. Silver Surfer generated half of the energy of the universe in energy possession. In order to encase Mjolnir in its cosmic field, Silver Surfer had to generate the kinetic energy of the universe, a universal level of energy possession. So, essentially, Silver Surfer, with the power of Loki, is able to match half of the power of Thor. So that's really impressive. It shows just how powerful Thor is. And then, I have the calculations here, so you can toggle here and it shows you the calculations. So this is the source I was using to calculate. It says, in the case of a universe that is approximately uniform in space, one can show that this negative gravitational energy exactly cancels the positive energy represented by the matter. So the total energy of the universe is zero. It's called a zero-sum energy. Essentially, it means that the kinetic energy of the universe, the total kinetic energy of the universe, because of its expansion, is equal to its total gravitational energy. So, and then that's the calculation for the kinetic energy of universe expansion. And then I have my sources and the footnotes. That is it for today, guys. I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.